Hello, thank you so much for submitting your order, and you did it really fast. It looks amazing. Just really wanted to give you some, really good feedback. I mean, it looks really, really good. Your writing is exemplary. It is amazing. You're an excellent writer, so just wanted to tell you that. So I'm very impressed with the quality of writing that this piece of work is. It's very good. Just a few things that I want to add to the project since we have last spoken. I've had a few more ideas of what exactly I'd like done. So basically, I kind of want the video right. Oops. Yeah, I want the video right here to be the kind of starting point of your research. So I don't want it to be used as your end-all be-all source, but I want it to be used as your main source that you then use stuff you find out in this video, and you go out in other places and do research on them to find out even more about them. So in here, for example, he talks about how magnesium is good for helping sleep. Then you'd go out and Google magnesium helping sleep and find other studies that have been done showing that, and you'd find other websites that talk about magnesium. And also so this video will be one source you use in your research. The next source that you will be using in your research, actually made a list right here. I'll send you this. It's called Sources, and basically what this is a list of stuff I'd like you to go through and look for stuff specific to sleep as well. So if I just open this real quick, this is a book called Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About, and basically it's a really good book. It has a bunch of health stuff in it, so kind of scan it for stuff about sleep. Obviously, you'd have to cite the book, but also I want other sources found for corroborating this too. So if it says something this is completely made up, but if it says standing on your head for half an hour a day can help reduce sleep insomnia, for example. Obviously that's not true, but if it was, then you would Google standing on your head reducing sleep insomnia. So that's kind of what I want you to do with this. So use these main sources as a jumping off point to do your research, but also use them as your main research point. So kind of use them as your main sources of information, but also find corroborating evidence. Now with 20,000 words, you should have quite a few sources at the end. Let me just give you an example of exactly what I mean by that. So basically this is a report that I had written a while ago, and this is kind of the general structure you're going to want to be following, formatting wise. So as you can see, there's numbers at the end of each text that where stuff was cited from, and generally I want to know where every block of text. So ideally there should be a number here and a number here, even if it's redundant. I'm kind of picky about that part. And there should be a number. Well, there's a number there, and you should have a bunch of sources. I'm really big on sources and knowing where every single thing came from. So yeah, and also this goes without saying, but it has to be reworded, and so basically I don't want it to look like I just pulled it all from one source. That's why we're using a bunch of sources. So you're kind of using these main sources I'm giving you right here as your main sources, but you're also using them as jumping off points for further research. So it should be a mixture of mostly these sources, mostly information from these sources, but lots of sources from everywhere, if that makes sense. So the more sources, the better. These are also a bunch of really good websites. Mercola.com is a big health one, medical medium. That's where some of these books are from that I would like to be used. Go ahead and buy these books. You're probably going to need them for future projects we do together. Just bill me an extra, what is this? Bill me an extra $30 and buy these books for yourselves, or like 35. Just bill me like an extra $35 or whatever it takes to get these ebooks. And these will be used in future research projects that we do together. And then, so get these books. And when these books have recipes in them, if you find recipes that, like, if you find a specific food that does help with sleep, because it is 20,000 words, so you might have room for a few recipes, just structure it like this. Oop, nope, that's you, sorry. Structure it. Well, I can't find it right now, but like that. Oh, it's a PDF. Oops. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, how he just wrote the recipe right here. So you come up with a new name for the recipe, something cool like Squeeze the Day, and then you just write the rest. Everything should be reworded. Nothing should be plagiarized or anything. Nothing should be copy and pasted, unless it's like a direct quote from a doctor, in which case it should be very well cited. But you shouldn't have a lot of direct quotes unless obviously there are direct quotes. Headlines broken up like this. I'll send you this PDF just so you have it as a template, kind of. But very picky about citations. You should have a bunch of sources, like, just to show you, look how many sources are in this. Each article has like 11 sources at the end of that article. Sorry if I make you dizzy. Another 11 sources. So there's about 12 fruits he did in this. So that's 11 times 12 is 121 sources. So that should give you a pretty good number of, like, a number where you kind of want to hit around. So there should be quite a few sources. Just to give you an example. Let me go ahead and, And then also, once you're done with the actual writing part, this is something I would really like you to do. Also real quick before I forget, these I things, use numbers instead of I's. I get there were only 2 sources in this, but just for future, use numbers, because you're going to have a lot more sources than just 2. So just, so the thing that I would really appreciate you doing is literally, like, just select all of, select, copy the text that you have. I don't know if you've heard of this. This is a service called Grammarly. I'll show you that. It's Grammarly, and it's literally just a service that it's free online. You can sign up with an email and a password, and all it does is it checks your work for grammar mistakes. So literally what I did with your work when I first saw it, just to see how good it was, is I just put it in here, and as we can see, it has a score of 73 right now, which is, it's out of 100, so that's alright. I mean, it's not horrible, but it could be better. So I literally just, it gives you the stuff to fix. Just make sure it makes sense what you're fixing. And look at this. You had 12 grammar mistakes in this, which is actually really good compared to what I've seen others do. Generally, I shoot, I think 80 is good. Like, that's decent. I think that's what a decent score is. That's acceptable to me. But look at this. With a few minor adjustments, we were able to get the score up to, wait for it, boom, 88. Perfect. So make sure you run all your stuff through this, And then also, just to let you know, just to show you this real quick, this is a plagiarism checker that I do use, so just letting you know. So just that's another reason I like to use sources, is what I do with this is I will get all these sources, like let's say this, I will open it, I will get this source like this, and this is what I do with all the sources, always to check, because I don't want any type of people coming after me later for any type of plagiarism. I will put this text in here like so, and then I will take the place where I'll take the article where it was written, like, I'll take the article where it was written, and then I will compare the two documents to see if they're similar, and if they are, see, bam, we can see here 2%, 3% match. That is perfectly okay. I only start getting worried if it's over like 20%, because I think in a book you're allowed to plagiarize, like, or not plagiarize, but you're allowed to cite a certain amount of pages. But this just gives me a good idea of, so I will be checking for this, just so you know. That's another reason I like sources, so that I can check for this, just to make sure. And I will tell you, just, I've done this with other people in the past, if, like, let's say this whole section was black bolded, I would go back, I'd make a video exactly like this, and I'd literally go into this, I'm not actually gonna, and I'd literally highlight the section that was plagiarized, or not plagiarized, just too close of a match for my liking, and I would literally tell you to reword this section, so just to save you some time, and also me in the future, just letting you know, so that'll help us both understand each other better. And honestly, I'm really excited to work with you, because I think you're really talented, and that's why I'm telling you all this stuff, so because I know we'll be working together more in the future, and I think it's a worthwhile time investment for me to make this video showing you exactly my systems and how I work. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Make sure every single paragraph has a number, and if it doesn't have a number, I'll make a video like this showing you to go back and do it. Like, for instance, when I first got this guy to write this, there weren't that many numbers in it, and in the past, but we've worked anyway. But I've always told people to go back and put numbers in their work. So yeah, but you did excellent. I mean, you put a number. So I really don't need to tell you that, because you're obviously already doing it. But yeah, you did an excellent job, because I love your citations you have here. Just make those numbers, because you're gonna have more citations, and I'll send you the sources. Use that. Scan this book for sleep stuff. Scan these 3 books for sleep stuff. Again, just charge me like the $35 or whatever, and add that to the custom order. So your custom order should be approximately 215-ish dollars for the books, because I've already paid the $20. So if you get 200 minus 20, that's 180, plus 35 is 215. So send that custom order over as soon as possible. And then this is a test I do with everyone, just to make sure you watched the video to the end. Write the word lemon in chat, just so that I know you watched the video. Yeah, I know you obviously did watch the video, so, because you're good at what you do and very thorough, and I respect that and I appreciate that. So I pretty much know you're already gonna do that, but just in case, just write the word lemon just in chat, so I know you watched this. So good. Yeah, I really like this Mercola site. And food facts. I want to show you this website real quick. It's really cool, and in these books he goes over foods too. But another great source to get information on these foods is right here. He's got like articles on everything. Fruits, Aki, say breadfruit for example. Yeah, those big, like, these are also known as jackfruit in the store. In case you ever see them, that's what that is. So, yeah, he also goes into a lot of great detail about fruit. So, I'll go ahead, and send you over this sources sheet, this video that I made right now, and, yeah, fantastic work on, this right here. Just amazing work. And it's getting late here, so I'm gonna hit the hay. Hope you have a great day, and send me the custom order as soon as possible. Don't forget to put that word in chat. That's important.